Hi, today I'd like to talk to you about why companies prepare too late for strikes and lockouts and how to avoid that in the future. My name is Rob Reeleader. I'm president and founder of Western Protection Alliance here in Vancouver. And there are three main reasons why companies prepare late for labor disputes, and I'd like to chat about that today. Firstly, is an over-reliance on we'll handle it when it happens. Often people see that too far in the future, and there's some reasons why. Number one is overconfidence. A lot of people don't think that they'll anticipate or face a labor dispute, strike, or lockout in the near future. And a lot of that is because maybe it's a low strike IQ. They haven't been through a lot of disputes in the past and don't know what to expect. So there's maybe an overconfidence. Number two on that is there's no internal experience. When people are hiring for senior positions, resumes with strike experience really aren't flagging a resume for hires. And so a lot of people don't have that strike experience, not sure what they're facing or will face. So there's a bit of that, maybe strike naivete for that. And then three is procrastination. People think, well, we'll handle it when it comes. And a lot of the time it comes way too quickly. So number two, the second reason why companies prepare too late for labor disputes is internal delays in decision making. People are too often focused on running their business, not a strike business per se. So it's important that people handle strikes as a potential crisis and how to manage and reduce that risk. Another point on why there are internal delays is who handles the strike planning. Is it a committee? Is it someone with strike experience? And who's handling that committee? Who's running that? And a lot of those things are important and why there are internal delays too. And then there's optimism is trumping realism when it comes to labor disputes. A lot of people don't want to face the fact that there might be a strike or a lockout at their business or their facilities. And a lot of the time that optimism clouds the internal decision making and really leads to procrastination. Thirdly is a false sense of preparedness. And the false sense of preparedness comes from a variety of ways when you're looking at planning too late for a strike or a lockout. Number one is an overconfidence in your supply chain education. And what I mean by that is the supply chains of companies and organizations today are very linked, and it's important that whole supply chain is educated on the potential for the labor dispute and how you as an organization are trying to mitigate that. So that's very important, that over-reliance on that supply chain education. Number two is the thinking that we'll get a deal, don't worry about it. And a lot of the time, at least in the last decade, companies and organizations are relying for their negotiating team a lot on outside resources, specifically labor lawyers, and obviously deal with a lot. And because they're external, they don't have that internal clock on why there may not be a settlement in the near future, and it may lead to a strike or lockout. And then lastly, there's some strike inexperience with companies. Not a lot of organizations today have experience with their senior management when it comes to picket lines, labor disputes, strikes and lockouts. So those are the three things and why I believe that companies prepare too late for strikes and lockouts. Feel free to reach out to me if you'd like additional info. It's reeleader@westernalliance.ca is my email, and my telephone number is 604-880-0645.